Namaskar. Welcome friends in today's session. Today we are going to discuss the basic concepts of equivalent conductance, conductivity waters and problems on equivalent conductance as well as theory of determination of the equivalent conductance. So let us begin our session. Now the concept equivalent conductance. Equivalent conductance is nothing but the conductance due to all ions produced by 1 gram equivalent of an electrolyte in a given solution. It is the conductance produced by all the ions, and the ions are produced by 1 gram equivalent of an electrolyte in a given solution. Mathematically, the equivalent conductance is shown as lambda, okay, lambda or lambda V. Lambda is equal to Ls into V, okay. This Ls stands for the specific conductance of the solution and V stands for the volume of solution containing our gram equivalent of the electrolyte. Now this V can be converted into 1000 upon C, and C stands for the concentration of solution in gram equivalent per liter. So therefore the equivalent conductance lambda is equal to 1000 into Ls upon C. Ls stands for the specific conductance of the electrolyte and C stands for the concentration of solution in gram equivalent per liter. Now this equivalent conductance is not determined directly. Remember this, equivalent conductance is not determined directly. It is calculated or determined from the values of specific conductance. Remember this. So while doing practical in laboratory, you will understand this concept in more detail. Second concept of electrolytic conductance is conductivity water, or it is also called as conductance water. Conductivity water or conductance water. Now what is the conductance water? The solution used in the conductance measurement are prepared in the conductivity water. Okay, so this is the water which is free from all the ions. No ions are present in this kind of the water. Also, it do not contain the dissolved quantities of gases such as the oxygen, carbon dioxide. These gases are absent in the solutions. Now, how to prepare this conductivity water? It is prepared by double distillation of the water. Okay, you are aware about the distillations. So, initially the water is distilled out first, and again this distilled water is again distilled with the help of small quantity of potassium permanganate. Okay, now this double distilled water is called as conductivity water, and this conductivity water is free from the ions and dissolved gases. So this conductivity water have the conductance of 0.8 into 10 raised to minus 6 per ohm per centimeter at 18 degree Celsius. Now how to determine conductance of the solutions? Now look at this left hand side. Okay, so we use the electrode. We need electrode for this conductance measurement, and electrode is called as conductivity cell. Okay, this is the one of the diagram of the conductivity cell, and this cell consists of two platinum foil. Okay, the yellow color is showing the platinum foil, and this platinum foil is coated with platinum. Okay, now it is coated with platinum black. Now what is the platinum black? Okay, so this platinum foil is coated with a small particle of platinum, and it appears as a black colored, so it is called as platinum black. Okay, now why the platinum foil is coated? Because it increases a larger surface area. Second, it helps to become electrode as a polarizable electrode. Now the area of this platinum foil is 1 centimeter square, and these two platinum foil are placed from each other at 1 centimeter distance. Okay, distance between two platinum foil is 1 centimeter and area of each foil is 1 centimeter square. These two wires are connected by copper wire. Now this whole assembly is enclosed in a glass chamber. ठीक. सो या दोन्ही प्लॅटिनम फॉईल एकमेकांपासून 1 सेंटीमीटर एवढ्या अंतरावर असतात आणि प्रत्येक प्लॅटिनम फॉईलचा एरिया हा 1 सेंटीमीटर स्क्वेअर असतो. ठीक आहे. सो दिस इज अ पोलराइज इलेक्ट्रोड यूज इन द कंडक्टन्स मेजरमेंट. नाव दिस इलेक्ट्रोड मेजर्स द आयोनिक कंडक्टन्स ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रोलाइट. It measures the ionic conductance of the electrolyte. Now what is the circuit diagram for the measurement of conductance? So this is the diagram and it consists of Wheatstone bridge circuit. This is known as Wheatstone bridge circuit. Okay, here आता या circuit मध्ये काय, we take the wire BC. Okay, this is the wire BC and this wire is connected to the external source or battery. It is connected to the source and battery. Now this wire, okay, to this wire our conductance cell is connected. Okay, conductivity cell is connected. Just C stands for the conductivity cell and the another end of conductivity cell is connected to the external resistance. Okay, or it is called as variable resistance and this is connected to the end C. So B and C is connected via conductivity cell whose conductance we are going to find out, and through the variable resistance, and the other end is connected to the C. Okay, point C. Now this is the point A and point A is connected to the current detector D, and this is the sliding contact or it is called as jockey. Okay, this wire moves along, this jockey moves along the wire BC. Okay, so this is the Wheatstone bridge where BC is wire of uniform cross sections, then C is the conductivity cell, R is variable standard resistance, then S is a source or a battery, D is current detector, such detector or fluorescent detector, then J stands for sliding contact or jockey. Now this point D is called as null point. I will explain you null point. Capital K is called as capacitor. Okay, now look at here, when I connect the battery, then what will happen, current will flow through this wire from the source, it will go into the wire. So this is the I, initial current. Then when this current come to the point C, and at this point C the currents gets divided in two parts. This is I1 and I2. I1 will flow via CAB and I2 will flow via CB to S. Okay, in this way current will flow. So I1 will flow like CAB and again S, and this I2 is flowing from CB to S. In this way current is flowing. I1, this is the direction of I1. Okay, so look at here, I2, when current flows through the circuit I2, then I1 is also flowing through this, and when you move the jockey across the wire in such a way that there is no current is flowing through the wire, okay, this detector is showing null deflection. Now this point is little tricky to understand, but when in the laboratory when you do the practical, now instruments are very advanced, you directly dip this electrode in the solution and it will display you the exact conductance of the solution. So you move the jockey along the wires in such a way that the current flowing through this detector is showing null deflection. Okay, so that is at null point the potential drop across the wire AC will be equal to potential drop across the wire CD or DC. Okay, so current will become equal flowing through this end. So therefore now the potential drop across the AC will be how much? It is the current into the resistance, current into the resistance I1 into R, and potential drop across DC will be I2 into R2. Similarly, the potential drop across the AB will be equal to potential drop across the BD or DB, and this is the potential drop across AB will be how much? It is the I1 into Rx. Rx is the unknown resistance of the conductivity cell or conductance solution, and this is for the BD, it is I2 R1, I2 R1. Now this is equation number 2, this is equation number 1. Now divide equation 1 by equation 2, then we get, therefore Rx upon R is equal to R1 upon R2. So when we know the value of R, that is resistance, standard resistance, R1 the potential drop across the BT, R2 potential drop across the DC, then we can determine the resistance, unknown resistance of our ionic solution. So in this way the conductance is determined. Okay, if we know the resistance, then we can calculate conductance. When we know the conductance, we can calculate specific conductance and then equivalent conductance. Now problems on equivalent conductance. How to solve the problems on equivalent conductance? So before that, some basic formulas. We have seen that the resistance of a wire is directly proportional to the length of wire, and it is inversely proportional to area of cross section. So if we simplify this, if we remove this proportionality constant, then we get resistance is equal to specific resistance into L by A, and this L by A is called as cell constant and rho is called as the specific resistance. If we rearrange this equation, then we get, therefore cell constant is equal to R stand for observed resistance upon specific resistance, observed resistance upon specific resistance. Now in conductance measurement, KCl solution is used as a standard solution. Therefore, this definition can become observed resistance R upon specific resistance of KCl. Now 1 upon specific resistance, reciprocal of specific resistance is nothing but the specific conductance. Reciprocal of specific resistance is nothing but the specific conductance. So specific conductance into observed resistance. This is the one of the definition of cell constant. Okay, cell constant is equal to specific conductance into observed resistance. Now this table represents the specific resistance for different concentration of KCl at different temperature. Okay, so for 0.01 normal or 1 gram per equivalent KCl concentration solution, the specific conductance will be at 0 degree it is 1290.1561, then at 18 degree it is 817.86, and so on. So it is given in the during examination, so these values are given, no need to remember these values. Now the specific conductance is equal to reciprocal of specific resistance, and the equivalent conductance lambda is equal to 1000 into Ls upon C, just we have seen earlier. Now let us see the problem number 1, how to solve the problems. So let us discuss. This is the first problem. 0.5 normal solution of salt occupying a volume between two platinum electrodes 172 centimeter apart of area 4.5 centimeter square has a resistance of 25 ohms. Calculate the equivalent conductance of solution. Read problem carefully. Okay, so what is given? 0.5 normal solution of salt. So concentration of salt is given, C is equal to 0.5 normal, occupying a volume between two platinum electrodes. So this solution is placed in the conductivity cell, and the electrodes are, okay, distance between two electrodes is given, that is L is given 1.72 centimeter, and area of this platinum foil is given 4.5 centimeter square. Now this solution have resistance 25 ohm, therefore R is equal to 25 ohm. So calculate equivalent conductance, that is lambda is equal to question mark. What is formula of lambda? 1000 into Ls upon C. Okay, and Ls is what? Reciprocal of specific resistance. We don't know specific resistance, so therefore we need to find out the value of specific resistance. So let us solve it one by one. So let us find out first cell constant. Cell constant is equal to L upon A. Just put the value of L. L is 1.72 and A is 4.5. So 1.72 upon 4.5, the value becomes this much, 0.38 centimeter inverse. Now the specific resistance. Okay, how to calculate specific resistance? So since we know R is directly proportional to L by A, therefore R is equal to rho into L by A. Therefore specific rho is specific resistance, which is equal to observed resistance upon L by A. That is observed resistance upon cell constant. So R value is given, then cell constant just we have find out, then put this value 25 upon 0.3822, then we get the value of specific resistance as 65.41 ohm centimeter. Now the specific conductance is equal to, it is the reciprocal of specific resistance. So 1 upon rho, put the value of 1 upon rho, then we get the value of specific conductance as 0.01528 per ohm per centimeter. Last equivalent conductance formula is 1000 into Ls upon C. Ls we have calculated, C is given, just put this value and simplify on the calculator, then we get the answer 30.58 per ohm per centimeter. Second problem, you solve it at your home. So this is a homework. Second problem, pause this video and write down this problem and then solve. Okay, it is similar as earlier problem. Third problem, the resistance of n by 50 solution of KCl at 25 degrees Celsius is 400 ohm. If the specific resistance of the same solution at 25 degrees Celsius is 0.002765 per ohm per centimeter and resistance of 0.01 normal solution of acetic acid is 815 ohms, calculate equivalent conductance. Okay, read the problem carefully. So for the KCl solution, the resistance of n by 50 solution of KCl at 25 degrees Celsius is 400 ohms. So for KCl solution, resistance is given 400 ohms. Okay. Now further, if the specific conductance of the same solution, okay, for KCl solution is given at 25 degree, it is 0.02765. So let us write down specific conductance is equal to 0.02765. Then second half problem, resistance of 0.01 normal solution of acetic acid. So for acetic acid solution, concentration is given 0.01 and resistance is given, it is 815 ohms. Calculate equivalent conductance. So lambda equal to question mark. Now let us solve. So cell constant is equal to specific conductance of KCl into observed resistance of the KCl. So specific conductance is given 0.02765, observed resistance is given, it is 400. Do the multiplication and simplify this. The value comes 1.106 per centimeter. This is value of cell constant. Next, specific conductance of acetic acid. How to calculate specific conductance? So Ls, it is shown by symbol Ls, which is equal to cell constant upon observed resistance. Observed resistance is given, cell constant just we have calculated, it is 1.106 per centimeter upon 815. Okay, do this division, then we get answer 0.001357 per ohm per centimeter. This is value of specific conductance. Now equivalent conductance formula, lambda V equal to 1000 into Ls upon C. Ls value is here. Put this value, C value 0.01. Simplify this, then we get the value of equivalent conductance this much, 135.71. Okay, so thank you for watching these sessions. Tomorrow we will discuss the variation of equivalent conductance with the concentrations. So thank you.